Cuando preguntan cómo estado, todo controlado. Niggas know what I'm about to win. Since a young age, I've been wanting to be a chef since a young age.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
I was gonna ask you about that, but at what age did you start like writing?
writing. Cuando salió la movie, I think 8 Mile.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
I
when
remember that too. That was
Yeah.
back in like 2005, 6.
I was young as fuck, bro. I was like maybe like in fourth, fifth grade, and I remember I had a little notepad, and I was just writing. Pero actually, I was a really bad student when I couldn't write for shit. Like my handwriting was horrible, so I would try to look at it and I would read it. And I could understand it, but I'll show it to somebody else, and like they don't know what the fuck it is. Like chicken scratch to them. You know what I'm saying?
So you started writing at that age of like 3rd grade, 4th grade. Started writing like
4th, 5th grade, yeah.
like rap kind of music, or what kind of
Just
music?
rap music
Rap
in general.
music.
See, I remember I would draw a little microphone on the corner of the thing, and then the rest I would just.
And at what age did you start recording?
That was way later in life, because I mean I stopped rapping and doing all this shit. Like I was like, nah, but this is not going anywhere. And then I just went after high school. That's when I started investing more time into the music.
Yeah, because it takes time and it takes money to to start recording and producing. But at a young age, how old were you exactly when that movie came out? Because I kind of have like a similar story to that.
Yeah, me too.
And, yeah, right. I mean, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because I feel like that movie is overlooked because I feel like it influenced millions of people.
See,
To come into the hip hop game, because they fell in love with the scene, the competition, the rivalry, the lyricism. I mean, that shit, the story behind it. Because hey, guess what, bro? We all have a similar story, right? I mean, everyone could relate to that shit. I mean, I was able to relate to that like tremendously. Right?
I remember looking up the computer and getting the lyrics, and then every time it would come on, I would like rap to it. That's what I would do.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's one of the things too. Like me, I mean, it wasn't necessarily just the movie. It was me just listening to music and catching vibes off of music. You guys ever seen that movie Colors?
Oh yeah.
There's a movie Colors that was also one of a big influence, because I remember there's a beginning scene, get the Ice-T. I am a night man walking. That whole song, I memorized it as a kid. I was a little kid memorizing that whole song. Exactly. And one time I was at my grandma's crib and me cousin pues me ponían on the spot. Rap la song esa que like Colors. Pero pues no, the song's not playing. They just like sing. They acapella the shit.
Exactly.
And I did it like word for word. Boom, 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 boom. And then my cousin was like, así comienzan. My older cousin, Junior, he's like, así comienzan. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, así comienzan los rappers. Like, they nomás así oyendo music.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was young too, and so I was like, oh no, man, maybe like I can be a rapper. I could be a rapper.
Yes.
So that's like, I mean, a very important part of it. You know, my family, or when I was younger, that my family was a big important part in pushing me to do whatever I wanted to do.
And that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, how does your family feel about you rapping? Like, do they support you, or do they tell you like, no, don't do it, go to school, get a career, like
right now they can't really tell me nothing like that because I have a career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, by the grace of God, I was able to pursue both my passions. You know, like I said, I wanted to be a chef since I was a little kid too. I wanted to be a rapper since I was a little kid. How many people can say that that the little kid in them, that the dreams that you had when you was a little kid, you out there doing those same dreams.
Your passions.
I mean, they might not be in the biggest extent, the biggest platform that I wanted them to be yet, but I'm chasing towards it. I'm chasing towards it.
Exactly. It's all about the getting to that destination, and not only that, the journey that comes with that, bro. Because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I mean, it doesn't take. It's not. In other words, the average person won't choose to pursue their dreams or choose to go that route. You know what I'm saying? And not everyone's blessed to do both, like you are right now, man. Doing both your dream. I mean, that's amazing. And I was seeing your work, man, and it's consistent. And the videos are like, they're real.
And professionally made.
Yeah, professionally made. But like you play around with the camera a lot. You do a lot of different things. I mean, like, I was saying that line all day with Mimi. I was like, if you want smoke, we can have a carne asada. I mean, you will say like, hey, I love that. Like, man, that's creative, bro. And you know what? You bring that Laredo.
Yeah, Laredo vibe.
If you want to smoke, we can have a carne asada. If you want to smoke, we can have a carne asada. If you want to smoke, we can have a carne asada. Hey, carne asada. Hey, carne asada. Hey, you don't want to smoke. You don't want to smoke. Hey. That's the whole. That's
Yeah.
my whole gist, bro. Like everybody wants to sound like some other place.
Yes.
They want to pick from over here and pick
Houston,
from
all
over
that
here.
stuff.
Houston, even they want to pick from no Laredo. You know, they
Yeah.
got that Machiavellico stuff and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Carteles Noreste type shit over there, like going on. And I mean, I'm not saying that that's bad. Hey, you can
Yeah.
jump off whatever you can. Pero what I'm doing is I'm trying to do us. I'm trying to do what we do for what. Get our own sound. ¿Sí me entiendes?
Bring
Our
Laredo
own-
out to the map.
Bring Laredo, but our own sound. I don't
Yeah.
want to do this sound. I don't want to do this sound. I can do any type of sound. I'm a very versatile artist. I can fucking try to sing and shit. But like my main focus on when I try to make a song is to make it sound como like a Laredo song. Que se escuche como este vato es. Me lo puedo topar este vato and the way he's talking to me is the way he's rapping, you know?
Exactly.
That's what I'm going for. Porque pues who else is doing that, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
That's
and
true.
that's a question that I was gonna ask you. How did you get to the name Victa Sweet?
Victa Sweet, I got that name in middle school.
Okay.
Another because of a movie. It's the Four Brothers just came
Yeah.
out. Four Brothers just came out.
Oh yeah, it was a main villain, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Victa Sweet.
yeah.
Victa Sweet.
That's
It's
true.
the-
That's true.
He got killed in the end, you know. He's cold as ice though, because he got frozen in the thing. But I mean, just a homie of mine, Anthony Murin. We was in middle school, maybe like 6th or 7th grade. We was gang banging, you know. So I'm hanging around with a bunch of thug ass motherfuckers. He's like, and then he just started calling me Victa Sweet. Hey, Victa Sweet, Victa Sweet, and then that just kind of stuck with me.
Because your first name's Victor,
My name's Victor.
so
yeah.
it rose with it.
Yeah, it just rose. Yeah.
Right. He was a bad dude. He was a bad dude in the movie, man.
Even though he got iced, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
He got
got-
washed
he
by
got
a
iced.
white boy.
But made a guy eat off the floor and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
was a
my
crazy
name is.
movie.
I changed it though. It's Victa.
Victor.
Victor. Como like Victa.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Victa Sweet.
Like,
Victa
oh,
Sweet.
Vic. I mean, it's a play on words. You're like, oh, Victa Sweet.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like a Spanglish thing.
Damn.
Like that boy sweet. It's
Yeah.
Victor Sweet. Victa Sweet.
Hey, you had some spice in the food. Like, Victa Sweet.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
I
sweet.
like
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
true. I like
Hey,
that.
I like that. That's a good slogan,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, and I smoke Swisher Sweet like a motherfucker.
Yeah, make sure I get the first T-shirt when you do that, man.
I
For
see
sure. I'm a 3X.
And talking about
good,
food,
good.
I know you said like cooking was a passion. What made you like as a little kid to want to be able to like cook food and be a chef? Like I've never met anybody. So how did that come about? Like just knowing at a young age that you wanted to be a chef. Is there anything that kind of like motivated you or pushed you to do that? Or you saw something that made you want to do that?
Was just being hungry way. Like I started cooking when I was little. I'm pretty sure mostly everybody who started cooking, the first thing you learn how to do is like scrambled eggs or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you're a little kid. And I remember sleeping over at my homie's house, right there in Santo in San Salvador. My homie Ramon Flores. We was at his crib, and then I slept over. The next day, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna at breakfast." We're like in 3rd grade. We're like 11 years old, and his parents ain't around.
Damn.
And I was like, "Hey, wait, pues I don't know how to fucking use a stove." And he's like, "Dame, güey, nomás le hacemos así, nomás sobres, y ponle un poquito de aceite y sobres, y se arma." Pues Simón, boom, we there cooking that shit, and then unas tortillas, calentamos unas tortillas, you know, that basic stuff. And then I'm like, hey, this is kind of cool, man. Like, we're cooking over here. We're little kids, but we're cooking. And también, pues, I would watch, with my family, like my sisters and my brothers, we would watch the old Iron Chef, the one with the Japanese dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We would watch that shit, and I remember I would be so fucking captivated by, like, God damn, that's fucking cool. Like, the adrenaline of trying to make something out of, they just put something on you, like, hey, te ponen como un pescado or whatever, and then,
Gotta be
hey,
creative.
you gotta be exactly. Creativity is key, you know.
I used to love that show. You sleep late, right? Because you had to.
Hey,
that was a late night show.
the
Man.
Food
You were
Network,
ready for
yeah, late as hell.
It was late night, bro. You be watching Iron Chef,
Getting
bro.
hungry and
yeah,
I
shit.
could have been watching something completely. I could have
It
been
was
watching whatever the
epic.
fuck, but I was
Yeah,
watching that. You
That's
know,
amazing. That's awesome. And isn't that the funnest times though? Like I remember like those times as well. Like being like in 3rd grade, 2nd grade,
Yeah.
having a friend come over and you guys just making stuff, you know, and the kids like no one's on.
random things.
Yeah, random things. I remember making French toast.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, French toast, bro. It's just, you know, you dip it in the egg. I remember
Put
seeing.
some cinnamon.
I don't know why that's the first thing that came in my head. Let's make French toast. So I started whisking the eggs and everything. And I had cinnamon. I had the chocolate syrup. I had
yeah, you did
strawberry
extra.
syrup. It looked good, but it didn't taste that good. But it was still fun. I mean,
so it's
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I
It's so
cherish those
fun.
moments because that's the start, the beginning. Then I started making my hamburger helper, and then I remember this clearly, bro. And this is probably why I'm a big guy. I used to get the tortillas de harina, bro. cooking the tortillas de harina, you could add either like butter or cheese. And what I used to love was aguacate. Oh my God, un aguacatito, a little bit of salt, and a tortilla.
Con la
That's
salt,
all you need,
huevo.
brother.
You gotta put the salt
You
on
got
it.
nothing to eat. Get you some cheese, get you some tortillas, make some quesadillas, get you an aguacate, cut that up, some queso fresco. I mean, that's
You don't need
That's
much.
basic.
you don't need
That's
much.
basic.
You don't need
Yeah.
much, man.
I mean,
It's
we're
basic
Mexicans. That's
stuff.
what we grew up
Yeah,
on. I mean,
exactly,
it's
bro.
así.
I mean, I'll still be eating my spam cheese sandwich.
Huevo.
I need to eat that regularly.
I eat the
once a
spam with
week.
just the fried spam and some fucking mustard on the
Hell
sandwich.
yeah, hell yeah.
Fold that
But
bitch up like
Hell
a
yeah.
taco and boom, that's the whole.
But that's not what you're cooking though. I see you're
I don't
good.
cook
Oh
that
my
shit.
God! Have you seen the pictures he's been?
I mean, when I first heard about Victa Sweet, I went to Instagram and I was looking at the pictures of food and I was like, "Damn, this guy eats good." But then I found out you make the food, you
Yeah.
eating the food, you making the
I
food.
archived most of those stuff now because right now I'm just trying to focus on the music.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm still a chef.
Yeah, I
you know
still
what I'm saying?
saw
People
that.
that know me, they know I'm still a chef.
And how did that start specifically? Because I know, and we'll get back to the music right now. But how did that start off? Like where I know Miriam had told me, he's like, "Hey, I saw Victor. He's in New York. He's a chef in New York right now." I mean, and how was that experience? Is that how you began being a chef? How did all that start?
No, but I mean, all that happened because I was just. Chile, como right after high school, I didn't know where I was going with life, bro.
Yeah.
I was just lost, depressed for a long time, not knowing what direction I'm going in and out of county, just fucking up my life, you know what I'm saying? And I know my mama was stressing over me, my family, my sisters. I don't like to tell this story because it makes my sister look in a bad light, but at the end of the day, what she did was good. So what happened, it was like, this is like 2015 or some shit. I just got out, the last time I went to jail, I was in there for maybe a month or some shit. So I'm in my room back, I come downstairs, my sister Mel and my family, they all brought food. And I sat down on the table and I was like, boom, Simon, I'm gonna eat something. And my sister Mel was like, no, you what are you doing? Like, you can't eat. And that shit really affected me. Where I was like, ¿cómo que no puedo comer? Like, ¿por qué? Like, she's like, you didn't put anything on. Like, you're not putting it. Like, I didn't have a job. I was selling weed.
Yeah.
That's all. I was only really getting enough just to put gas in my truck and just to keep selling weed and smoking. I was just fucking up. So she just told me no, tú no puedes comer, but just go to your room. And I remember going to my room, bro, and just straight up crying like a baby, bro. I was just crying. I ate my tears. That's what I had for lunch that day. Pero gracias a Dios, mi jefa me quedó un chingo. Es que ya later at the night, my sister had left and shit, and she knocked on my door, and she's like, "Ahí te dejo un plato, mijo, te lo dejé aquí, para que comas algo." And I'm like, "No, thank you, ma." But I didn't really eat it, you know what I'm saying? But that moment in my life was one of the things that really sparked me. It lit a fire in my ass, that I had to go and do something. I can't be just bumming off a shit. You feel me? I'm in my early 20s at the time or some shit, and then I'm not doing anything. I'm fucking putting my mom through stress. Back in my sister me hace jale, and then she was on the right to do that. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't wrong to do that.
It was a humbling moment.
See, she humbled me con madre, way, and then I spoke to her because I have a song. It's really just an acapella song. It's maybe 30 seconds, and I speak on that whole entire moment. It's called 2015. It's on Can't Complain album, my first album that I ever dropped, and then it explains that whole situation. But she wasn't wrong to do it. She did it because she just saw me not doing nothing, and she's like, do something.
Yeah.
And then that applied the pressure for me to go out and change my life for the better. So maybe 2016, 2017, that's when this shit started rolling. I'm like, Simon, I came up out some money or whatever. Or I got a job. I got a job there in Dr. Eggs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was there for maybe about a year. And then I thought, I'm like, man, I want to go to college. And then I started going to culinary school. Boom, I enlisted in culinary school. Gracias a Dios me dieron financial aid because I come from a not that very well off family. We're okay. There was always food on the table, pero como que we struggle. So I got financial aid and everything was paid for, and I was able to boom. And one of my professors, shout out to Chef Riojas, he put me on in the country club, and I was there and I left the other job, and I'm over here he said, hey, I'm never gonna forget this. He straight up told me, hey bro, 100% this the money is gonna come. Like, I'm gonna pay you $8 an hour right now, and they had just gave me a raise, Dr. Ike's 25-cent raise, which is not a lot, but
It adds up.
I was
It adds up.
I was at
Yeah.
8.25. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to jump back to $8 at another job, I was like, pues chinga. I'm like, I'm gonna lose some money, pero pues this is my career path, and I'm just gonna have to, roll the dice on it. And luckily, it all worked out. I was in there for like about a year and a half, 2 years, and then Chef Riojas was leaving. As he was leaving, he sent a bunch of us to, like, because he's my mentor. Like, when it comes to this chef shit, he's my mentor. So anything I need or whatever advice, I can hit him up. I still have his number. Hey, chef, how you been? Every time he's in town. Right now he's back in town, but I need to chop it up with him soon. But yeah, he's like, hey, pues, I'm about to leave. I'm leaving. He set me down. He's like, do you want to go to New York to work for the summer?
Damn.
And I was like, shh. And watch this, Hollywood, talking about manifestation. I've been wanting to go to New York. That's like my dream. Everybody wants to go to Vegas and want to go here, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Party in Vegas. Woo! Que la verga. I'm trying to. I want to see the big buildings in New York. I want to see the lights and all that shit. That's
Big
my
Apple, right?
the Big Apple, bro. I remember seeing Pinche Home Alone in New York, and I'm like, I want to see some shit like that, man. I want to be there, and gracias a Dios se me hizo, güey, con la puro mentalidad. I remember being. When, like I said before, in the 2015s era, 2014s, and being locked in that cell and thinking like, man, one thing's going to change one day, but I'm going to make my dreams happen. Y gracias a Dios se me armó, and he sent me to Niagara Falls, which is like Niagara Falls, New York, and it's not that far from New York City. So I was there we're supposed to only be there for the summer, which is like 2-3 months. Mm-hmm. The chef there, he ended up wanting us to stay another 3 months. So I stayed there for about 6 months.
Wow.
And right before we left, he took us to my sous chef. Sent us to he took us on a trip to New York City, and we were over there for like 2-3 days. And I remember being over there smoking and shit. I remember riding in the taxi, sticking my head out the window like, this is crazy, bro. Like, I was Times Square, and like I could have never imagined,
And you were cooking at a restaurant this whole 6 months.
the whole 6 months I was at the Niagara Falls Country Club.
Okay.
And I was working there, and it's a legit place, man. It's a country club.
And you're getting experience too.
And this experience, and I'm in a whole nother environment, bro. I went from the border of Texas to the border of Canada. ¿Sí me entiendes? I went from south to north. Yeah. Me and the homie made the trip. We drove off, and we didn't stop. It was just straight up like a day and a half. We alternated shifts. Like I slept, and then he slept, and I drove. And until we got there. Todos desvelados, but we got there because we wasn't trying to pay for no flights and then bumming off rides and shit. Yeah. But yeah, we was over there, and we was Texas boys, and the only Mexicans in the whole I'm pretty sure we was the only Mexicans in the whole city. Damn. Nobody spoke Spanish over there. It was just me and him.
Did you get like weird looks? Like
there was this one time. See, we're staying at a house that's up for sale. It was up for sale, but the landlord, the lady who's selling it, she let us stay there because she's a member of the club. Okay. Because I would always walk, because the country club wasn't that far, so I would walk to the country club when I went to work. Boom, boom. And I had my studio. I took my studio with me because I wanted to feel that vibe and record over there.
Yeah, you get motivated over there.
If you listen to the album, I Can't Complain, there's a lot of, you can hear it how the vibe's different. When I was over there one time, and it was my day off, and my two roommates were working, and I don't know why one of my roommates kind of left the door a little cracked open or some shit. And then, so I'm there in my room. It's like a two-story house. And I'm in my room. It's a big room. I'm recording music. Boom, in the zone, whatever. And it was one of the scariest moments of my life. I'm there recording music, and then I hear something. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, did somebody get out early or some shit? And it's like little sounds like footsteps. That's all I'm hearing, footsteps. I'm like, I'm thinking like maybe this lady is showing the house, like if it's up for sale. Yeah. Maybe she's showing the house, whatever. I didn't pay no attention to mine. My door was one of the glass doors, los que son como de window, que se mira para dentro. Yeah. Okay. But I had like a little cover on it. But it was like halfway. Like it had my like towel on it. Anyway, neta, two white cops.
Oh shit.
Pull up. They one of them like looks down, I see. Boom, bust down my door. Guns drawn, way. Boom, you're on the fucking ground. What are you doing? Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing? Get that, like, no, get that. Like, what are you doing? Like, yo, like, no shirt, bro. Recording in my, like, in my zone. I'm like, bro, like, I live here. What are you talking about? Like, I live here. Like, no, what are you doing? Like, who, wow. You know, they were just going on their trip. Like, bro, where's your ID? It's like, like, and they saw a Texas ID. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, nah, I work in the country club, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no, like, and they still had their guns drawn on my face. Like, I see two white cops. I'm like, no, I'm like, man, I'm matar estos vatos. I'm trying, you know, I see that the whole time my hands are up in there. I'm trying not to get killed. These dudes, they were, if I would have like reached for something, I'm pretty sure they would have blasted me right there. And I was like, a la verga, I was me sacaron un pedo, güey. Those chotas, güey, white cops. They were, actually, it was a straight up racist thing, güey. It wasn't even nothing about nothing. Because I showed them my ID and I talked to them and they're like, let's go outside. And they put a shirt on, and like, okay, yeah. And we talk, and then they called somebody and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is what's going on. And then they're like, oh, okay. They didn't even say sorry and they gave me my ID back. Wow. Pero la cosa que lo que that I thought was really fucked up is that they went inside the house, but they didn't announce themselves. Okay. See, they didn't say, oh, police, who's in here? You know, they were just being sneaky, walking around the whole house until they found somebody. Or they open in the fridge, there's food in the fridge. They thought that we were squatting. Okay. How the fuck are you going to think if we're squatting? There's light. Yeah. There's fucking food in the fridge. There's like vasos y la ching. Like, what the fuck is, like, no mames, it was just straight up, it was just a racist moment, bro. And pues acá en Laredo pues es puro raza, ¿me entiendes? So you don't really get that type of experience. Pero allá, they didn't even say sorry or nothing. They just gave me my idea, like, oh, okay, whatever.
Man, that's crazy experience, brother. And I was about to ask you before you said that story is like, you know, so you've been in the border of the South, border of the North. What would you choose? I mean, now you're saying like, you know, I'll probably be in the South better, right? All the way
south, bro. South, this is where I'm from, and this is where I'm gonna stay. I mean, sure, I wanna, ¿cómo se dice? I wanna travel. I wanna see the world. Who doesn't, right? Yeah. But if I ever go big and something, I'm gonna build a big ass mansion here in my own hometown, and just have it here. And then,
and then travel on your own terms. Next time I'm gonna go to New York. I'm gonna get a suite. Yeah, I get my own shit. I'm gonna be somewhere I ain't gonna have those type of issues and stuff like that. But I hope that didn't spoil your experience though, because that sounded like amazing. You're sticking your head out the window. I mean, that's living your dreams. You wanted to be in New York. You were in New York, but then you also hit with the reality, like, hey, it's not the same like as back home. You know, like
multiple times. It wasn't even that one time. It was another time we were walking to go see the Niagara Falls waterfall. Right? It was maybe like 12 at night. And just a cop comes in and he just starts questioning us. What are you guys doing? Like, well, let me see some ID. And the guy that I was with, the one who's from over there, he was like, why do you want to see my ID for? Why do you want to see me? He was white, though. Wait. Okay. He's big motherfucking white. Sama Drew. And he was like, hola, Dan, aquí está. Like, Dan, Texas, what are you doing here? Like, I'm just here visiting, bro. Whatever, what do you want? And he's like, oh, okay. And the was like, why do you want to know? Why do you, it doesn't, like, it's legal or whatever, or you know, I don't have to show you my ID. But yo estaba like, como I'm already have experience with the law, ¿sí me entiendes? Even from here, como me tratan, ¿sí me entiendes? Me van a tratar, y como me miro like tattoos on my face, van a pensar que van a pensar yo soy la mala salvatrucha or some shit like that. Even though I'm LVG from Santo Baby, para que sepan a la verga.
El Santo Baby.
Pero yeah, I never let that shit deter me though. Man, I still enjoyed my whole time over there. I had fun. I shot a video over there in the Niagara Falls, and the one that cut. I'm cutting niggas off. Cut. I'm cutting bitches off. Cut. I'm cutting niggas off. Cut. I'm cutting bitches off. I did that one there in the in a pinche waterfall. Nice. It was like drizzling a little bit. I remember I had sandals on. It was like a bad decision to wear these sandals, bro. Fucking my feet all wet and shit. But it looked fucking dope. And yeah, that was pretty cool. It was a cool experience, bro. I didn't let that shit deter me or get me como sentir como nah, chavo. The whole experience was awesome, bro. To anybody watching, you feel me? Don't never let nobody set a fucking bar for you. Like, la verga. Like, go past that shit. And if you want to take a right turn and go somewhere else and do that even better too, do it too. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm about, bro. I'm just trying to motivate somebody and be like, hey, wait, si esta puede hacer dos cosas at the same time, where he can do everything, he can do this, he can do that. Shit, I might just pop up in a TV show or some shit, a movie or something. You know what I'm saying? Listen, see, wait, like. You got to be versatile in life, man. You got to experience what it is life. We only got a short amount of time living in this earth. What, minimum 80, hopefully 80, whatever. I don't know what the basis on that is, but we got a short time on this earth. We got to take advantage of every single minute, every single hour, every single day.
And what motivates you? Like, let's say you got to go right, and you're not feeling motivated. What are some things that you think about, or maybe some things you do that kind of gets you uplifted, or people that motivate you, any little things like that?
But when it comes to the music, my team, bro, my team, like the other day, me and my homie was talking, and he was just, he comes up with he said some shit about, oh, fuck this dude's wife waking like, and I'm like, oh, fuck this wife. and then we was like, Papa beat up, bro, let's go in. And then we just started writing, and I thought I just finished the mouth shit yesterday, and I sent it to him. I was like, pinche Victa, pasaste verga. Like, that shit go hard, bro. I'm like, then that sort of thing, or just me thinking about like random shit, or me being in the mood, if I'm feeling emotional. I got some soft songs, like Away, that song Away, that's a breakup song, you know what I'm saying? Like how I wanted just to get away from that certain relationship.
Exactly.
So whatever you're feeling, you'll write.
También, yeah, okay. I use a lot of feelings, but I also pick from just. I use like things that Laredo people say. Like, I got this, when the new project coming out, the first song is called Si a Huevo.
Okay.
And that shit, it's like a Laredo, some people say Si a Huevo, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a Laredo term, so I can't wait for it to drop. Victa Uchija is on the way on the 12th. And if you don't know why I did it on the 12th, and it's because if you look at the numbers on the alphabet, if you go to the number 12, that's the letter L. Okay. It's Laredo. That's why I'm dropping it on the 12th. February 12th it drops. Victa Uchija at midnight. That whole mixtape is just Victa Uchija. Anybody who watches anime, Naruto? Do you guys know who Itachi Uchiha is, right?
I think so, yeah.
If you fuck with Itachi Uchiha, do you know what he did?
No, you have to light me on that.
He fucking killed his whole clan. But he didn't do it like I don't want spoilers. Spoiler alert for those who never watched it. This dude killed his whole clan and he only left his brother alive. So he can so he can be the last surviving member of the Uchiha. They're just the two surviving Uchiha members. So this dude killed his whole clan, but he did it for the greater good of his village. For the greater good of the whole, because his clan was already planning on doing a coup. Como fucking up the whole village and taking over. So he had to fucking do some shit. But this dude was he was a fucking killer, assassin, bro. A ninja, one of the best. So he killed everybody in his clan, and then he just took off as a rogue ninja. Now he's just a rogue ninja. But and the picture that I have, it's me standing on a pole like this, like watching over. Like, it's the picture that it shows when he killed his whole clan. Okay. He's just standing on from a top view and looking down, and that's and this whole EP is me just being very aggressive and just killing these motherfuckers from my city, bro. I'm just killing rappers. I'm just decapitating. I'm killing everybody, bro. It's just very aggressive like that. Like, I'm just going for people's necks. I'm not to say that these other rappers are not good.
There's a competition out here.
I'm just saying I'm the realest. You feel me? Like, I'm some Dolph shit. Like, I'm just not saying that they not good. I'm just saying I'm the realest. And I've been hearing a lot of music, and then they talking about I'm riding in the Benz, and then I see them, and then you're not riding in Benzes. Yeah. They talking about this and that, and they're not doing this. I'm like, bro, come on, man. I got a song called Real Life, and it's like basically that, speaking on that whole term, like. And there's a whole part where I'm chanting. This with my homeboy Player Slim. I only fuck with a few rappers from here, and then my boy Player Slim from Player Made Records. I'm just chanting. We ain't never lied in our motherfucking raps. We ain't never lied in our motherfucking raps. And it's just like that, but it builds up because I'm just building up on the chant. And then let me tell you something about the real life. something you would live like, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that.
shit.
And it's gonna come out.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds fire.
Oh,
It
yeah.
goes hard, bro. The song's already out because I put that as a single, but
Okay.
I'm putting it
Damn.
in the EP. If you ever want to listen to it,
Hell
it's
yeah.
called Real Life.
I'm liking this shit. I'm like, and I'll tell you, I'll give you that. You're extremely authentic, bro. I mean, let's talk a little bit about your last single, Lareteando.
Nunca fallan, no me pelan toda la verga. Les doy puro escuelín que los llevo a la academia. Pinche gente panochona que me trae envidia. Me la paso en el barrio sumando tolilla. Con un plante la María Juana, tu ruca a mí me llama. Que me quiere en su cama.
I mean, that's just like Laredo.
Oh, yeah.
If you're gonna put Laredo in a song, I mean, that's
that
that
one.
was-
And that one,
yeah.
I couldn't put it out on my Spotify like just as a regular version. I had to chop and screw it away just because of copyrights and shit. But I could put it on YouTube. I seen no más to see how it was.
It's always how you represent the city. A lot of people try to mimic whatever they want. Like back in the day, what was it? It was the Houston.
Yeah, everybody's trying to do
Everyone was about to be like, yeah. Then it was like Wiz Khalifa. Everyone would be like Wiz Khalifa, and then everybody wanted to sing, and then everyone was doing the, you know.
Everyone wants to
And now
mumble.
everybody
There
wants
was
to do the
different trends,
drill,
yeah.
and now everybody wants to do the mumble.
Now they got Lil Baby, and they
Yeah.
got all these people that, you know, people try to mimic and stuff like that, which is fine. And like you said, you're a very versatile artist.
Yeah.
So like sometimes you don't want to also, like you said, limit yourself to just one thing. You want to go and branch different things. Like your music is different. I mean, you have a breakup song, you have this type of song, you have songs with aggression, like you're about to release this shit.
Yeah.
And how many rappers feel like that? They want to just come out and bring it and hey, cut everyone's necks off. I'm lyrically
doing
good.
with.
I'm talented. I want to do my thing, and I like that you're doing that. And you're also doing. Hey, you're keeping it short. It's a quick kill.
Yeah.
5 tracks. So you're one of the artists that say or rappers that say, hey, I'm gonna keep true to my raps. If I say I did this shit, I did this shit.
100%.
When I say I'm riding a Benz, I'm actually running that fucking
See,
Benz. You know, if I say that or if I do that or whatever, you're gonna say, okay. So right now you're like, hey,
Yep.
I'm sipping 40 ounces. I'm chilling with the homies. I'm doing this. I just went through a breakup. I just did this with my life. Now I'm doing this. I saw you were with the knife on the video.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was sharpening the
I see
knife.
that. Yeah, so I'm a chef, and I like get down in the kitchen, and you know,
Yep.
I mean, I like all that shit, bro. I mean, that's reality, and I like that you're highlighting Laredo, and I hope that you grow. And I think I'd rather have 300 people that hear my real shit than me doing something trending, and I get 1,000 people hear my shit, but it's just because it's trending, not because
See,
they really
not
want
because
me.
they really give
And
a
I think
fuck.
and I think people will see that you're authentic. And I think just keep releasing your music
Yeah, it's
and
consistency.
being in people's face. Yeah, being
I mean,
consistent.
I'm not gonna, like I
Yeah.
said, I'm not gonna give up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm 28 right now. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's shit, it's not. I'm not stopping at 30.
Yeah.
I'm not stopping at 31. I'm not stopping at 32. I'm not stopping at 33. I'm gonna keep representing my city, bro. I mean, this is what it is. And Chile, que that's when you give up. That's when it's over for you. When you quit, that's when it's over for you. That's when you lost your dreams. That's when your childhood self is gonna look at you and be like, I'm disappointed in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let my younger self down like that.
No regrets, right?
No
Do
regrets.
whatever
bro.
it takes.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna keep my foot planted on the ground. Be humble, but still doing what I'm doing.
Man, let's talk about ESB.
Like I said, the world doesn't know it, but in Laredo, you say, Santo Baby, they know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what the fuck it is. It's just like, I mean, where you from? You're from La Ladria.
Yeah.
La Ladria is also a neighborhood well known in the city,
Yes,
bro.
yes,
They're gonna
yeah.
say, oh, soy La Ladriera, la verga.
Exactly.
¿Qué onda? You put that LA with the big ass brick on there, boom.
Yeah.
That's it. That's where I'm from. Or you say, soy del Cuatro, or soy del Cantarranas, or soy de whatever, Ghost Town, you know. But El Santo Baby, it's a pretty big neighborhood, dog.
Yeah, it's
I mean, a lot of people want to say, oh, it's just this part or this part. But on me, I grew up on Southgate, which is like the far edge corner of, it's now Lomas del Sur, but it's on the inside of Lomas del Sur.
Yeah.
So I borderline El Santo Baby from Lomas del Sur all the way down to Ejido, all the way down Loop 20, and then back wraps all the way back around down Zapata Highway. It's that whole huge piece of area. So El Santo Baby to me is huge as fuck.
Yeah.
So I ripped the hood because growing up, así me la pasaba, güey, in elementary, my mom and my dad somebody would pick us up from school, me and my little brothers and my sisters, and they would pick them up, but I'll be like, nah, like, yo me voy a quedar con mis friends, voy para acá con el camarada. And like I said, I would go to my homie's house, and we'd just be in the hood, bro. Like, cagando el palo, like, little motorcycles and just haciendo un desmadre, güey. And I saw a lot of shit growing up. I was doing a lot of things I wasn't supposed to be doing. The first time I smoked weed, I was like in 5th grade. I remember like getting dropped off my homeboy Norby, and we were getting dropped off, and his mom was like, Norby, no lo vas a dejar en la casa así, like, echarle colón o algo. I'm like, I'm 5th grade, I'm not chato, like, no mames, güey. But yeah, it was just like some cool shit like that, like just experiencing the whole hood and growing up in that neighborhood is what made me me, you know. It's the fights to the running away from cops to the like SPM say, it was BB guns, having hella fun, no natural dope, you know what I'm saying? It was just like that, bro, like growing up.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why I rep the hood so much. I put it on me and on everything. I got it tatted on my stomach. I got ESB right here in my panza. It's just the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
what made you.
That's
right?
what made me me. Gracias a Dios, my parents, they raised me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the hood was a big benefactor in that, and me, my upbringing, and just knowing how to move and understanding how things work at a very young age. Como de jales de que you're not supposed to know, you know, like I watched the movie Scarface, but I knew how much a fucking kilo was worth in Laredo. I was seeing dudes, like there was dudes out here selling guns. My homie's dad would sell guns, you know, and they were making grenades in the other room while me and my homie was over here playing in this room, you know, playing video games.
Yeah,
some type of shit like that, like hood shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know, gracias a Dios, I didn't stay in that path for I was a bad kid, but at the same time, I was a good kid.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I kept it. I'm smart to an extent where I'm not that dumb to be susceptible to peer pressure. You know, I might just I might got about a little bit, but I would never fuck up knowing I could fuck up my whole life doing this little thing. Yeah. So just El Santo Baby, but yeah, that's my neighborhood.
So now anywhere you go, man, you're gonna represent that because that's what made you who you are. And also it shows a big part of Laredo and how the Laredo culture is. And like I said, it's real. That neighborhood, I think, has a lot of people there. Like I said, like 10 families per block, I think.
It's big.
So it's big, and a lot of people there, and they support each other. A lot more people to play around with, like especially kids and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I mean, that's awesome, man. That's a good culture, and I see that in your music. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people need to know.
Most of my videos are shot in my hood.
Yeah.
Most of my videos are shot in the hood. I didn't say I go to that store. There's a fucking little tienditas que voy, and I shoot a little part there, and they're like, oh, yo por ahí, que like La Pine.
You got any motivational, not phrases, but any like inspiring tips to give people that, you know, they want to write music, they want to follow maybe even a chef career? You got any like motivational tips for these people that are watching right now, you know, kind of like get them pushing to do it, to actually do it from your experience?
Don't let other people's opinion on what you're doing influence your main goal. Don't let somebody else tell you that you can't do this, or you're doing something stupid, or you should do this, or like, nah, if you want to do something, you got to go out there to get it yourself, and never let anybody else discourage you. Like, that's my main thing. Never let anybody discourage you. Even if you're going against the grain, even if you're going against your family, even if you're going against the weight of the world on your fucking shoulders, you just got to say, fuck it. I'm gonna go for mine. I want this, and I'm going to just do everything I can to accomplish my goals.
Keep your head up and follow your dreams.
A huevo. Hay que soñar hasta que llegues a las estrellas, ¿sí me entiendes? Mucha gente no entiende ese jale, pero tienes que lograrla. Como you got to keep on pushing. Never give up. Never quit. Never back down. You're going to keep on pushing.
Victa Sweet, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence, with your motivational experiences. Want to make sure that everybody follows Victa Sweet. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.
Peace out.
Vamos.